Welcome back to Ferocious Education. This is Ed. Today we're going to be giving another update on Sundial Cannabis. Make sure to drop a like to this video to help this channel grow, subscribe, and leave notifications on. Let's jump right into this one. So Sundial Cannabis, I made a recent update just this weekend talking about their earnings. I'll update that a little this video, but I do heavily recommend that you watch the previous one as well. So first things first is just giving you an overview about this company. It will take 2 seconds. They have different brands under the portfolio: Grasslands, Palmetto, Sundial, BC Weeds, Top Leaf, and they each vary on different price points. Again, they have either buds, oils, even edibles coming up, weed infused beer, etc. Everything is going to come up for this one. You get to see they have different customer bases, etc. And the good thing about this one is the recent offerings and the amount of cash that they do actually hold. What's interesting about this one is that they're actually also acquiring positions and investing in other companies that might benefit them as well. And you will have to watch my previous video to learn more about this one. But for this one, I wanted to cover a couple of things. One, the Canadian cannabis market, which should actually reflect on its earnings, as well as the earnings in general. So the earnings in general, in terms of the market itself, and you would see in the comments below in my last video, a couple of people mentioned, well, other competitors in terms of earnings are not yet net positive, and that's something normal. And I agree, it's something normal in the market, so don't get freaked out. But in terms of statistics, let me zoom in here. There we go. In terms of statistics, Canadian cannabis market has steadily been growing. The country has seen an average of 10% increase each month in number of Canadian patients signed up for medical cannabis. The sale of dried cannabis has grown steadily at 6% a month, and the sale of cannabis oil has been growing by 16% a month. In 2017, 4.9 million Canadians aged 15 to 64 estimated $5.7 billion on cannabis. And in 2018, that went to $1.6 billion legal cannabis, more than double the amount that was spent solely on medical cannabis in 2017. Next, the federal government legalized the creation of cannabis on October 17, 2018. And from there on, we've seen around a good improvement. So I'm going to skip all the way down there. As of May 2020, there's 7.8 million packaged unit of cannabis that has been sold across Canada for medical and non-medical purposes. Dried cannabis sales represent 73% of the total sales, with 5.7 million packaged units sold. Cannabis extract sales represents 14% of total sales, with 1.1 million packages sold, and edible cannabis sales represent 13% of the total sales. So Canadian market forecast here, the total cannabis markets in Canada is expected to generate up to $7 billion in sales in 2020, with $2 to $4 billion in legal recreation market. Medical cannabis is anticipated to generate additional $0.7 billion to $1.7 billion in sales, with the illegal market bringing further down from $0.5 billion to $1.3 billion. Now moving on. Just here quickly, according to the CIBC analyst forecast, the investment banking subsidiary of Canadian Imperial Bank of Commerce, the cannabis adult use market will have retail value of $2.5 billion in 2020 and $4.1 billion in 2021. So you get to see right off the bat, there is a massive increase of $2.5 billion to $4.5 billion just over to coming up to 2021. And that will reflect amazingly next year for Sundial, especially since they're net positive. Now, Cannabis Canada Weekly, Ontario captures 40% of the legal pot market in 2020 and still lags a national share. In this article, I'm not going to go very much in details, but basically, there is potential for them to continue expanding and attracting a bit of a share of the illegal market and bringing more revenue for companies like Sundial. Next, New Jersey marijuana legalization is official. Governor Phil Murphy signs legal weed into law. And what I'm trying to show for this one here is different states have been actually going forward with the legalization of marijuana. Now it comes from the federal side with the MORE Act that is still sitting in the Committee of Finance, and I did cover this multiple times in my videos. All the people on this Committee of Finance are pro-legalization, and so it should be positive. There's no skew of opinion there and biased. It's proven in Canada that bringing that weed market on will bring more capital, will bring more taxes, will fund more community, will create jobs, etc. And so I don't see it not passing for the MORE Act, and that will definitely pave the way for Sundial to move ahead and join the US market. Now towards the technical analysis point of view. If you haven't done so, please make sure to subscribe and leave notifications on. If you'd like to join our Discord server to ask me more questions, please feel free to do so. It's actually totally free. Now, on a 1 week perspective, what we get to see here is that the 10 SMA and the 30 EMA are still below the price point, and that's a bullish thing. The current trading action zone where positive reversals are likely are between $1.12 and 90 cents. Current MACD is showing a little bit of a retraction, although it's not a negative trend confirmation, and the price point is oversold. Momentum is still positive. Now, on a one-day perspective, what we get to see is that the price point is attempting a positive reversal. The moving averages are not bearish yet, they're still bullish, and above the $29, it will actually be bullish. Momentum is almost creeping up towards the zero, and the price point is around neutral. So it's still looking like it is about to break up or break out on the one-day perspective. On a 2-hour perspective, above the $29, again, we go all bullish. It's currently sloppy, but trending towards bullish as you get to see the curve up. On the moving averages, this one is a little bit interesting because we get to start see that, hey, the price point is expected to trade on the top $1.74, middle $1.58, and the bottom is $1.42. Currently, it's somewhere in between the bottom of the moving average band and the bottom of the Bollinger Bands. Now, in terms of stochastic fast and stochastic slow, both are telling you that this might actually be a good opportunity to go ahead and buy for it to start seeing a higher price point. It looks like it's curving up, and that's a good thing. Now, Fibonacci retracement shows a significant support at $1.03, significant resistances $1.59, $2.04, $2.50, $3.14, and $3.96. And if we were to go ahead and draw just price line actions, we get to see that this significant support does lie at $1.14. Below there, $1.09. Below there, we're looking at 97 cents, 74 cents, and we're looking down at 57 cents, and then down to 42 cents. Significant resistances are as follows: $1.39, $1.55, $1.94, we're looking at $2.39 and $2.94. Comes to the question to Ed, what do you think about this one? Today was actually a good day for it, even though the market has actually been dropping continuously. It held its price point, and above $1.11 is where my key point is. It really showed a really good move from there on, and that it is actually stable even in the market red trend. What do you think about this ticker? Make sure to mention down in the comments below. Share, subscribe, and like. Have a wonderful day.